Okay, Myth, Crouton, Samuel, who just had his turn. And then we're going to scroll Medresh, scroll Rayrin, Brontide. That's it.
Oh,
You are in the
and
middle of the fifth
G is
round.
G is I'm forgetting his name. I'm really sixes and sevens today, gentlemen. G is I know who he is, but I can't remember his name. Comes before Brontide. Oh, Godfrey.
Oh,
Thank
Sir
you.
Godfrey, yeah. Oh, shoot, I skipped him.
What's the beat then?
Their fire alarm's going off.
Ah.
I did muted the channel for me
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Let me get back into
yeah.
it.
It was a toasting of a
Oh,
thing.
there they're
Okay, so
back.
it's Netfresh's turn.
Negative. It was just Samuel's turn. It's going to be whoever's after Samuel, maybe a
Netfresh.
creature, if you remember such orders.
Oh, okay. We are not on the right map. What's the name of the map we're on? Oh, there we are. Okay. Creature's turn.
Did I screw up and not put Sir Godfrey in the play order? I
You
remember him.
did. You corrected
Godfrey's
it.
right after Rayrin, right before Brontide.
All right, somebody tell me what his play order is, because he's not in my list.
He's right after Rayrin, right before
Between
Brontide.
Rayburn and Brontide.
Okay, okay. I'll just manually add him right there.
Old school. I know you have it in your notes, but old school. I got paper and pen. Boom.
All right. No idea why he wasn't saved earlier, but he is now. Tom, that you're listed as dead again on the character tracker on my end. It says loading character, and then it says you're on death saves. I don't understand.
That's weird.
As long as you're keeping track of your character sheet, it's fine.
Does everybody who has feather falling have spell slots for that available still?
Um. Yep. I do.
We'll check here in a second.
Right. We are very sorry. I do remember that I do.
Okay, good. I have some potentially stupid things I want to try.
I
You're
wonder.
assuming I will save you. You're
You will.
presuming.
If
It's a
she.
reaction if people use up their reactions before.
I wonder. Who here. Does anybody else here have Dispel Magic?
Okay.
Because I wonder if we're able to use Dispel Magic on this heart thing, if that would do anything. Does anybody else here have Dispel Magic?
Yeah, I have 3 spell slots for Featherfall should arise.
I can check on Meg Russian's Dispel Magic.
Because I wonder if we use Dispel Magic on this heart thing, if that would do anything.
It's worth
Did you
trying.
already attempt that?
No, not that I know of. As soon, we ignored it when we went upstairs, and then when we came back down, Crouton poked it with a stick, and then the vampires and the hatchets showed up.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we cast an aggressive spell on it, it's going to be aggressive towards us.
I've literally been doing nothing but casting aggressive spells at it, and it's done nothing.
What do you mean it's done nothing?
Every turn, I've been hitting it with shatter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm assuming those things that are coming out of the walls came out of the walls because of it.
Right, probably.
So that,
But it hasn't done anything extra as a result of me attacking it.
I'm willing to answer any questions about the beginning if you forgot the order of everything.
You mean the order of things that occurred?
Yeah. So Crouton simply poked it with his extra long stick, not in an aggressive way, just touched it. And then you were already kind of in combat, but then you were very much in combat, and then the halberds started coming off the wall, and vampires started jumping down from the ceiling.
Yes.
And then, on every round since, he has attempted to do magic hostile damage to it.
Yes.
Did some of the vampires just walk straight out of the walls?
One most certainly did, and stepped in between, I think, Brontide. Yeah, it stepped right to Brontide's left. And there was a decided difference between some of the smaller vampires and the 2 larger vampires.
What are the main differences that we can visualize?
Okay, so the vampire spawn are wearing rags. They basically look like commoners that were turned and then just discarded to fend for themselves. The other 2 are dressed in finery. Their hair is well done. They are not dirty or any way. Their clothing is in good repair. And they seem the haughty sort of cool, aloof beauty that vampires put forward. and one of them is staked on the ground.
Okay, are we gonna resume?
Somebody's got the initiative order.
I do.
All right, people are specifically ready to resume.
Yep.
Yeah.
What can you? I signed in with a second computer. Contact two. Can you? Thank you.
Oh, and you're probably going to need lots of permissions to go out and move things. Sorry, I'm updating everybody's characters so that Brontide 2 can move them. Would Brontide 1 not let you in?
Oh no, I just have two separate laptops because some people
Oh,
are sitting
gotcha.
different
Okay.
and they'll need access to the map, but they don't have the computer next to them.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that's all of your characters. Let me know if I missed somebody. Okay, we all ready to start doing things?
Yep.
So, the vampire closest to Crouton is going to lead us off. She had run up the stairs towards him, and in a magnificent leap, she jumps straight across until she latches onto the ceiling upside down, grinning at Crouton. Then she reaches out with her hands and claws, swiping at him, hitting on AC 23,
That is.
and does 10 piercing damage with her fingernails. And as she does, she also lunges towards your leg and bites on AC 26, hitting 8 piercing damage and 14 necrotic. And that's the end of her turn. Halberd A, which I lost sight of, is not updated because some of these got destroyed when Rayrin ran around. Excuse me.
How hurt is
Spot from D. Sorry.
how hurt is Crouton?
I don't
That
know.
blasted about half my health away.
Oof.
So I'm gonna use Silvery Barton.
Alright, so Vampire Spawn D, looking at Nip,
Yeah.
reaches out and tries to bite her by hitting on AC 23. No reaction, okay. And does
Hang on,
8. Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to recenter this screen because I'm not sure which computer he's handing me. Okay. Which vampire? The vampire. You said D. I got
D,
it.
right next to you.
Right.
So she tries to bite you, hits on AC 23, and does 8 piercing damage. Excuse me. Oh, I did that backwards. So hold that 8. And she does 4 piercing damage and 8 necrotic damage.
As two separate attacks, I use uncanny dodge on the necrotic attack.
No, the bite is one attack with 2 different damages.
Okay, so that would be.
It's just 2 different types. Some is piercing, some is necrotic.
It's a single attack, so I would take 6 points.
Okay. And then she swipes out with her claws, hitting AC 25, doing 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Vampire B is not updated. He is actually dead.
You said 8 points of damage?
Correct.
He's dead?
No, I'm moving on. So the tracker.
Oh, okay, Vampire B, not Vampire Spawn B.
Yeah, Vampire B is
Got
dead next to Samuel. Some of these didn't save correctly, and I'm kind of curious about that, especially since it dropped
Weird.
Godfrey.
They all saved on mine.
No, the tracker that I
okay.
use outside of the map.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Halberd D, which is underneath. Where's Halberd D? See, that's the other one that got destroyed by Ray Rim, so let's mark that.
D is right next to me.
Yeah, it's got a big X on it.
Yep, see, the map is correct. My tracker is wrong.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vampire Spawn C, the one takes no action. She's laying on her back with her arms in the air as if she were climbing the wall. Okay, Howard F is also destroyed by Ray Rim's run. Medresh's turn. Also, I guess I just wanted to point out, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but more is going to happen. So try hard to think about what your move is before it gets to your turn so you can pop it out as fast as you can.
Oh boy.
Because last time we took about 40 minutes around, and I want everybody to have some fun and not have to sit bored. I feel bad. But anyway, Medresh is up. He's got a few targets on the board. Pretty much all vampires.
Medresh, buddy.
Please keep in mind the vampire here underneath the fire spawn.
Oh, so there's a bunch of. There's a bunch.
There, I'll bring her to front so we can see her better.
Everyone's 30 feet. Let's paralyze these things again, right? So he'll use his action to activate Old Vampire. Expend 1 charge. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw from vampires and vampire spawns within 30 feet.
Alright. Okay, wisdom. Oh. Okay, done. Bonus?
Is he'll move his spiritual weapon, which is someplace. And
Oh, I didn't update that one. There you go. Now you can move it.
so it is has flanking with Vampire Spawn B.
Correct? And if you hit it, you'll unparalyze it if it's paralyzed.
It's stabbed with a stake.
No, I think that's just turned. We read the paralyzed. I know there's a couple different conditions with this thing. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. The target is paralyzed for 1 minute. And it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns on its turn. So it doesn't, an attacking, it doesn't change it. That would be, if it had the turned condition,
Okay.
a turned undead will come back on a successful attack.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so then he will roll for that for his spiritual weapon. A hit, which should be at
That's a
advantage.
hit.
So we'll see if he gets a 20.
That's a hit.
11.
Okay. 11 on B.
Action, bonus action, now movement. I think he's gonna stay put.
Alright. Okay, no action there. Metresh's passive perception sees Vampire B's eyes spin around, but she doesn't move.
It's Vampire Beta.
Correct. Alright, shucks, I gotta look this up again, wait a minute. Okay. The room shakes violently again. We're really not sure why. Crouton doesn't really feel the necessity to roll a dex check, and he just grins and watches his feet appear to the ground as the world shakes around him. Nip, who is close to the edge, please roll a dexterity saving throw.
You're near the edge? Oh, you are.
I am indeed. That's too bad.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Oh, you hold on. You felt a bit concerned there for a moment, glancing over your shoulder at the magnificent drop behind you.
I
Got
trust
that
my.
vampire beside me.
I trust
She smiled at you and grins, and as she does, you notice the absolute magnificent cloak that's now dangling upside down around her shoulders. Almost appears to be made out of raven feathers. Okay, Rayrin, you're up.
Alright. Let's see here. Those, both those vampires are held, right? The vampires form?
You did see, Vedresh noticed that, Beta here had its eyes spin and it didn't seem to move. And then I just want to remind the DM that all vampires and vampire spawns are within the 30-foot range of a sword that is creating sunlight.
Yep, except for the one on the ceiling by Crouton.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I will plan.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead. Can I be in the same area as the sword?
The sunlight, you mean?
Huh?
You mean the sunlight?
No, in with of Medrash's sword, magical sword, whatever it is called.
Oh, yes, you can stand in the same space, yes.
Okay. Over here, and then I'm going to, guessing that this vampire, he is paralyzed. I'm gonna take it.
And you do so easily. It makes no resistance, and as it does, it slowly crumbles to the ground. And I'm just going to move it that way so that the elemental is more prominent.
Definitely win for kill so far this round. Like by a long shot.
It is Sir Godfrey's turn. He's really not sure what's going on, but he dislikes vampires, so he walks over to the nearest one, makes a swing with his longsword, and he is surprised with such an easy hit. And does 15 points of damage.
Man, I have one of these things hexed. Unleft it.
Nothing remarkable. Oh,
Frog
wait, no,
type turn.
vampire spawn A looks like it's got a hex on it, and that one's dead.
I think that was me
I
who
had a-
hexed that.
Yeah, I thought I had used a special hex.
Yeah, I think there's two hexes out there. A next to Crouton has a hex, and
Oh, that's why I
Spawn A has a hex. I don't know whose is whose though, but
Spawn A was mine.
okay. So Vampire A can't be moved yet on time. Unless you can do it to a living creature. I don't know.
No, I just wanted to make sure. I was looking around to see where it's a different type of hex than the other hex. This is called Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And I just wanted to make sure that that was still out on somebody, because when they die, I get some benefit. That's all.
Okay. All right. What's your attack? You got two vampires nearby, and one way up in the air.
It's my turn. Okay, so they'll take damage with the sunlight sword. I can't get no one up in the air, so just I'll have my owl fly up to the A and try to give a help action to the next person that attacks vampire A
All right.
that we can't see on the board. Oh no, it's up there. That's fine. Okay, yeah. They'll give help. Come back down.
Thank you. That will help me out a bit.
This one is prone.
Correct. It is prone, laying on its back like a turtle with its legs in the air and not moving.
So then when I attack, what do I attack?
Automatic hit unless you roll a crit.
You could stab it with one of your
Automatic hit. And so I swing with advantage too.
mistakes.
What was that, Samuel?
I was gonna suggest you could use one of his wooden stakes on him.
Prone isn't paralyzed, right?
Incapacitated if they have to be.
Well, I don't know.
Well, Godfrey hit it, so it's definitely not still frozen by the.
Well, he said that. Wait, are we doing turned, or I'm confused on which one's which now?
The
It
circle
hold
on it.
vampire.
So it's hold vampire both times, right? And hitting them with an attack does not unfreeze them.
Oh, it doesn't.
Right. Okay. So it's paralyzed.
The blue circle means what?
That I marked it as paralyzed from the first time. That thing was climbing the wall. You used the medallion and it fell off the wall.
I thought it was prone.
Well, it is. It's laying on its back, but I just put something on it to mark it as that.
Oh.
It is prone, but also it's not moving.
Can I go back to the staking then?
Yes.
I'll stake it. I wouldn't attack. I figured I was getting advantage with a prone, alive target that I could not use a stake on, but I will go
Right.
back and stake it.
Okay. Well, it dies easily.
Okay, then bonus action. I will give. We'll give Bardic Inspiration to Nip.
Whew. I love me some Bardic.
That's the 1d4 or 6?
6.
1d6.
Thank you.
Is that reusable?
No, just
No.
Any movement?
Yes. I am gonna move to try to pin. We only see 2 targets up. Is that correct? 1.
1, 2. Yes, correct.
Okay, I'll move to here.
Kidoki. All done?
Vampire spawn is flanked from all sides.
All right. Rayrin hears it first. It's a flapping of wings and a flurry of movement bursts in through the doorway, going right in front of her,
That's a great noise.
and they swarm in towards her, biting an AC 22, doing 5 piercing damage to her.
Oh, that's not the best thing in the world. Oh,
And the noise is quite loud outside as another group bursts in,
Did we not shut this door?
flying right past you, hitting on AC 5
I
to
did not.
nothing.
Are you telling me none of us shut this door?
There's not a door. I know, to the outside there?
There was.
There was a door.
Yep, but you left it open. I made notes, because that mattered. Wait a minute here, I gotta update this.
Dying here, 56. No one's hit points are updated. Boy, Cruchot's Art doesn't have any.
Another swarm of bats rounds the corner, surprising Rayrin by the noise and flurry of wings hitting on AC 7.
Misses.
Another swarm of bats comes through the doorway, heading right for her, hitting on AC 22 for 3 points of damage. Group flies through the first, coming behind her, hitting on AC 19 for 8 points of damage.
How many points?
8.
Oh. Huh. That was 5 attacks. I'm gonna take
Wow.
that.
Oh, did I miss one for invisibility? Excuse me. There you go.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's F. Where's E? Is that the right one? Oh, no, okay. F. Yeah, F,
36 out of 77.
G. Another swarm of bats flies through the open window, getting awfully close to that sword. Attacks Ray Red on AC 18 and does 7 points of damage. Another group flies in, avoids the sword, comes over here. I make it visible, sorry. Hits on AC 18 for 2 points of damage.
On Rayrin still.
Another group flies in, comes over here to attack Yasuke. This group looks hurt, or missing members, not as full. Hits on AC 19 and does 1 point of damage to Yasuke. I don't know who's recording that. Not sure if anybody can, so I will switch over.
You'll have to push all of his buttons.
Yep, no problem. I'm loading them up right now. 1 damage. He is at 48 of 97 hit points. Excuse me. Oh, wait, no, that one's dead. That's where I had that one. Okay. Dead. Okay. Top of round started. Yasuke is up first.
Great sword, H.
Okay. Hits on AC 21 and does 9 slashing damage on that H.
Same thing for the second attack.
There we go. Hits on AC 9 for 6 damage. What was the AC of those? Nope. Second shot is a miss. Let me update damage.
Sorry, am I chewing?
Nip, you're up.
Wait, he has bonus
Alright.
actions.
My apologies. Take over, Crouton. Thank you for catching that. excuse me, Crouton.
Alright, I'm just gonna let it
Did
go.
Yesterday, have up his blood thing, whatever, +6 to any future hits?
No
Or-
clue.
But I think it was, no, it's on his daggers, never mind, so it wouldn't have been on his greatsword, never mind, thank you. Alright, any bonus there, Crouton, for him?
Nope.
Okay, Nip, you're up.
And that vampire beside me, that's a hex against Constitution, right?
Correct.
Good.
So, where is this mouse number? There we go. So, first,
And on your turn, Nip, your passive perception definitely makes you feel that the vampire in front of you has oddly not even wiggled.
okay,
Maybe paralyzed.
maybe therefore stabbable. Okay. So is it possible, just getting the mechanics, if I imagine that, for example, Pumpkin's here, and she like tilts her head just right, is it possible that a 15-foot cone will, swarm from O, F, and E, G, I'm sorry, it feels like that I optometrist thing. Okay, G, F, and E without hitting Rayrin if it's tilted.
Punch your face.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, I'll give you those 3, yeah.
Okay, but not Rayrin. As I am
Right.
fond of her and do not want her,
Yeah, you
okay.
can chill out and go down.
So, what I do next is, oh, I changed, devices, give me a second. It will be faster and easier in the long run, but it'll just take a half a second. Games, so then on my laptop. Okay, so. She barfs fire.
I don't see green.
Alright, I'll do my rolls.
I'm sorry, barfs lightning. I cast lightning. She barfs lightning on those 3. They need a dex saving throw of 12. Each of them. So, fail, they get 13 points of damage. If they succeed, they take half that, so 7, I guess.
Alright, give me a second here.
Is the noise the pumpkin makes, by the way, if you're curious what it sounds like when she barfs lightning on something, that's the sound is.
Cool sound, Pumpkin.
Huh?
Cool sound there, Pumpkin.
Thank you, thank you. I like the role playing. I feel like I'm the only person sometimes that really is really into the role playing. It's important
I'm
to me
into
that
it.
Do it, role play.
I'm not really a heartless sociopath.
Huh?
Said, I'm into it. I'm not really a heartless sociopath in real life.
But are you though? Okay. So
Alright, done.
It's done.
I mean, when you cried about the toy maker losing his hands, I did laugh at you in real life.
No, we all may have done that, but none of us admit it. Within you.
You feel safe because you're sitting way over there in what is that, South Carolina or whatever?
North Carolina.
There you go. So asshole. Anyways, Pumpkin bravely then runs away over here.
Okay.
Because she does not attract attacks of opportunity.
Wooden stake.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out a wooden stake and, Pulp Fiction her ass right through the heart.
And she begins to slither the floor in pieces.
Woo!
Woo!
We got. Well, I bet you we got to take the heart one. I bet you it's just going to be counted.
Well, I think the bats are the bats that we avoided up top.
Oh, thanks, guys, for triggering that.
The
I'm beautiful.
Maybe I can let my fire monster just surge on the heart.
the vampire next to you, Crouton, has a help action on it.
I know. That will be useful. If you didn't do that, I was going to sacrifice my familiar to get one.
Alright, all done, Nip? If so, Crouton.
Okay, I am going to come over here, which I'm still in melee range, so I'm not triggering an attack of opportunity. Can I fire my cannon first?
Sure.
Alright, so that's with advantage on Vampire A.
Hits. Excellent.
Okay, and because that was a hit, it takes that 5-foot knockback.
Since it was in a crouched position when it came up to try and bite you in the leg, it skitters sideways across the ceiling, raising sparks from its fingernails as it clutches the ceiling.
Okay, so I am gonna get a little bit close again. Alright, that's still only 20 total. How do I envision, how should we picture this?
So basically, the two of you are on the ceiling, upside down. I imagine you're standing or what?
I'm standing upside down.
And it's in a low crouch with its hands touching the ceiling as well. You're both upside down with clothing dangling down.
Wait,
Let
I
me
thought
check
his
my
clothes
math
didn't
real
dangle.
quick.
Well, what I'm trying to describe is I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. I want, like, the top of the cube is the layer it's on, and then it would be also the two. Basically, I'm casting Thunder Wave, and I'm trying to point it somewhat at a downward angle.
What's the size of the cube? 15?
The cube is, 15.
Alright, it's 10 feet diagonally-ish, 10 to 12 feet diagonally down for you to nip the edge of the crystal. So your thunder wave could conceivably hit it.
Not trying to hit the crystal, I'm
Okay.
trying to hit the vampire.
Oh, you could most definitely hit the vampire.
Right, but I want it understood that the direction I'm kind of aiming is a little bit down.
Ah, down.
So,
okay.
down is into the
Okay,
floor,
so-
not down is into
He's
the ceiling.
hexed on Constitution.
Yep.
He must make a 14,
Okay.
and there's the
Rolling.
damage.
Yeah, that's my first roll, and that's my second roll. Okay. So, and you're angling it down. So,
Right.
he is knocked back and free of the actual ceiling. Let me record his damage real quick here.
Well, for recording damage, I still have that 8.
Oh, that was the 8? I thought that was the 5. I had that mixed up. Oh, 6.
Okay, this was the regular damage that I just clicked. Remember, arcane firearm. I got
Oh,
an extra
okay.
1d8.
Okay. Got it. And as he flips free, he does a little twist in the air with his feet pointed down. And then oh, dang it. Just a second.
Azure, knock it off.
Pardon me, just a routine clearing of the baffles. As he flips around, he looks up at you, she, kind of gives you the finger, and you watch the cloak that she was wearing, was made out of raven feathers, seems to puff, and she ever so slowly begins to descend down the 190-ish foot drop below her, until within 6 seconds, she's not visible anymore. It's too gloomy and dark down there.
All right, I'll take it. It's not the pancake I was hoping for, but I removed the threat temporarily.
Seriously, you're gonna throw the only one down the well that had that cloak. Yeah. Okay.
And
It took half my health out. I don't
Yes,
care.
it did.
and you couldn't catch any of the crystal in the blast waves?
My priorities changed.
I was
Okay.
asking the DM. Is a way to see
No,
that.
well, he didn't try to. He was specifically trying to knock that thing off the ceiling. If he would have angled it the other way, it probably wouldn't have get knocked off, just knocked back, and he might have done some damage to the crystal.
No, I'm looking at the 3x3 grid. It doesn't hit the crystal.
I didn't, okay. I wasn't sure if it could, but yeah, because it's 10 feet down from the ceiling. It's already a tough hit. Samuel, you're up.
All right. Rayrin,
And,
Rayrin, you are not going to get hurt, but I do apologize.
What? I'm at 37 out of 77, by the way.
You're not going to get hurt, but I do apologize. I am going to cast Web. Right where you at, cursor? Around, where is it at? Let me check. Right around here.
Does web affect flying creatures?
Anything. Sticky webbing at a point of your choice within range fills a 20-foot cube from that point duration. The webs are difficult terrain and let leaves in their area. If the webs aren't anchored between two of messes, conjured in ceilings itself, layer of heavy. Each creature that starts its turn in the webs or that enters the webs must make a dexterity saving throw. So, any creature.
Okay.
Throw on a failed save creature. As long as the spell.
there's some good discussion on this. Basically, when it's first cast, everything gets webbed. If there are supporting structures nearby, the webs can't stay in the air. If there's not, they fall on the ground, merely affecting terrain and non-flyers. But on the first hit, they will hit anything in there.
So for these ones, where are you? For these ones, since they're by the wall, the webs will stick to the wall and get them.
Yeah.
For
But
the,
all of them will get hit once. They will all get web on them and fall and get stuck.
right.
But anybody flying over on the second turn would not.
Right. Restricted as long as it remains. Restraining webs can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. If it succeeds, it is no longer restrained. Webs are flammable, everyone. 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire. Alright, so I do that and cast web, like I said, right around here because it's a 20 foot and I don't want it to hit my fire elemental because that would launch everyone on fire.
It's 20 by what?
20 foot cube.
Okay.
Movement to do it, and I'm in the web, so I'm saying.
So that would mean it
So,
is.
do me a favor, please draw the border with your pointer as to where exactly you're dropping that 20-foot cube. Hold down space and you'll get the pointer.
Alright. Oh, let me switch. So here's the top of it. Goes to right here. Sorry, I'm using the ruler now. Yeah. So from here's the top. From here to here is the top border, and then it goes down to from here down to just.
You're not drawing the second line.
So pretty much from here all the way down to the wall.
Okay, thank you. Right, it's a strength check now.
Yes.
What's the number to beat?
Must make a dexterity saving throw on a fit. It doesn't say what. Oh, dex 17. pretty much all of the bats, the Sun Sword, and Rayrin. Sorry, Rayrin. I tried to help.
So Rayron, please roll a dex. If you're 17 or better, you don't get stuck.
Mm.
Okay, I've been rolling. They all look like they've definitely been touched, but you can't quite tell at this moment who is going to fall stuck. Fire guy or bonus action?
So we don't know yet?
It's inconclusive because it's a lot of flapping wings and a lot of mess. And Rayrin is stuck until things change or she does something about it.
Okay. Wait, can you explain that again?
Bats are stuck too.
Can you explain what's going on again then?
Several of them might be stuck. They're all. Several of them might be stuck. You're not entirely sure. They're all covered in some amount of webs, but they're flapping in wings and webs are going everywhere. Rayrin is also currently stuck.
So why we're not figuring out who's stuck right now or not?
It's very, very hard to tell. It's a mess out there. But you have a bonus action and a fire element.
Okay then. I am going to... Well, I guess. I'm going to... run over here. And... Where are you? I'm going to use my bonus action of Dragon's Breath, lightning damage on the heart.
The what? Oh, the heart. Okay. Is that within range? Because that's 35 feet straight up.
Oh, okay, then no, I cannot. If that's the case, I don't have... Can I take back my moving then?
Sure.
Alright.
Pick one soon.
Alright, if that's the case, I'm going to use Dragon's Breath cold damage on Swombat's B.
Okay. What do I roll or what do you roll?
The Dragon's Breath Dex 17. It's a cone attack.
Alright.
So it would hit
okay.
B and a little bit of A, I guess.
A?
What,
if that's the case, you might hit Rayrin. You're trying to clip A as well.
Well, I'm aiming for B, but it's a cone attack. So would it hit?
No. To miss Rayrin, the bottom edge of your cone would have to start coming here. You'll never get up to A. But if your cone is 15 feet, you can hit, what is that, B and D.
So it wouldn't hit Rayrin at all?
Not if you only hit B and D.
Okay, then is that something I would need to...
Yep. Okay, so you said it was Dex 17 for that?
Yes.
Alright, give me damage. Alright. They jump heartily at that.
And
adding more confusion and mess to the webs.
Alright. So then that's my bonus action. I did my primary action, and now my fire element.
Yep, fire elemental.
Alright, how far can my fire elemental travel? Trying to figure out, can my fire elemental travel up to the heart?
I don't know, can he fly?
No, just 50-foot walking speed.
Then he can't get up there.
Bummer. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing for him to attack, so then he just...
There's a bat right in front of him.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. Okay, that's... How about that?
Will the webs catch on fire?
If they're still active on Swarm of Bats H, then yeah. But we don't know if they're still active or not.
It's really hard to tell because this all just went down a second ago. Wings are flapping, webs are flying. You need at least one move to figure that out.
Okay, so he is going to attack Bats H with
what?
touch. If he reach, 2.
Does that do fire? Would that set off the webs if you touch them?
Yes.
Okay.
When target hits 2d6 plus 3 fire damage if the target is captured or a flammable object, it ignites until a creature takes an action to douse the fire. The target takes 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
All right, give me a swing.
So that's 2. So would it be 1d20 plus 3 or plus 6?
I don't know. I don't have it up in front of me.
Touch, melee weapon attack, plus 6 to hit. Reach 5 feet.
20 sided die plus 6, yes.
Got it. 18,
That hits.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That hits.
Awesome. Got 24.
Alright, that hits. What's the damage?
Damage is 2d6 plus 3. 11, 12, 13, 14.
What I'm worried about.
So 14 damage.
Please read me again for web. What happens if it catches on fire?
Webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of webs exposed to fire burns away in one round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Okay, everybody, or not everybody, give me one roll on 2d4 for you, Sam, just to keep me out of it.
So 2d4?
Yep.
5.
Okay, Rayrin and all bats take 2d5, and the webs very quickly and voluminously burst into flames.
5.
So the whole of the web catches fire, not just the 5-foot area.
No.
Yep, it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And
Well, I knew that.
Hot and fast.
Does it stay on fire, or is it like disintegrate the web?
It's like a fire that just rolls across it, does damage, and the webs are gone.
Okay, so you're not pinned down anymore by a web.
I know, but now I started standing in fire and I have to take a 1d10 damage.
Just because things are complicated, I want to keep the game going. We're just going to call that damage one time. The webs are gone, and we'll keep moving. Alright, so that one's dead. Vampire A, up on the ceiling, is gone. I gotta skip him. Excuse me. Medrush's turn.
He will come and then he'll use his breath weapon straight
Sounds
through
good. Tell me to roll.
And breath weapon is a 15 with 3d6 damage, but all three of them have to make a dex saving throw for half damage.
Okay, roll your damage.
It says 10 damage.
And those swarms of bats fall like ripe plums, littering the ground with their charred and no longer furry corpses. Bonus action?
Bonus action, he will use the sword on the injured swarm of bats G.
Alright.
And does he have any kind of flanking or anything?
Nope, no flanking. Well, not on G, I should say.
Yeah, it would have flanking on A.
That is a hit.
Damage.
7. Okay. And that swarm falls dead to the ground.
Action, bonus action, move.
Okay.
Move. You can walk through it. It won't take any damage. The sword does not take damage. No, there's a damage marker on it. It's an accidental thing, but the sword does not take
Whoops.
damage.
Did I do that?
It was from 2 episodes ago, or an episode ago.
Oh, we meant to grab a bat or some such silly
And
thing.
then
Excuse me.
get closer,
Alright, are you moving anything? Okay.
and then 15 feet. I think I have 15 feet of movement there. Okay. That's it for Mad Rush.
Okay. Nip, please give me a dexterity roll as the room rumbles and tumbles and shakes and plaster comes down from the ceiling. This is getting quite concerning.
Alright. Me too.
You manage to hold on and once again don't look over your shoulder and wipe your brow. Raven, your turn.
I got luck. I'm not so sure I'd be wiping my brow.
Maybe you would.
Huh? I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you.
Raven, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Thunderclap. Big old boom. It's a 5 feet, any creature within 5 feet takes, 2d6 on
Alright.
Constitution saving throw of 18.
Okay, okay.
That's 10 damage.
The group behind you is stunned, stone dead, and the group in front of you, oops, wrong one, there we go, is quite wounded.
Wounded.
I forgot to update their hit points from last time, excuse me. It is Sir Godfrey's turn. He stumbles forward, looking at these odd bats, and swings his nice big longsword, hitting AC 29, and does slashing damage of 15 on
Very nice.
eye.
Do you have any more enemies then?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should actually like just go downstairs.
I think we should kill the hawker.
I think we should destroy it.
Untie, you're up.
It is up on the
Well,
stairs.
nothing nice.
Part of me that just wants to like step off of the ledge and just feather fall all the way down to see what's down there.
So, did it look like that part was taking damage the times when Crouton was blasting it?
From your range, you really couldn't tell.
Have I noticed?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, have I noticed?
You feel like you're making a few chips.
So, I will Eldritch. I will Eldritch Blast it.
All right.
I have to roll to hit this
Yes.
enormous heart.
Yes, you do. You still can be an idiot and hit the side of the barn. People do roll ones. That's a hit.
And I don't see this vampire A anyplace.
Nope. You saw him very slowly and gently go down the well. One.
Oh, for God's sake.
Is someone blowing their nose in the background?
They rolled a 1.
What?
I don't know if you want to do anything that
That
weird.
hit is taking forever to come up.
Me too.
It was a 1.
Oh, really? Alright, let's see here. Straight across. Okay, roll your damage. How many hit points does your owl have?
Owls have 1.
And your owl disappears in a poof of strange thought.
In a poof of strange thought. I like that.
Okay, any movement or bonus?
Oh my goodness.
No.
Bonus action,
You're gonna miss, dude.
I'm gonna just, there's nothing else, no other threats that we see around or anything like that.
2 bats behind you.
Oh yeah, bats A.
I and A.
I thought they were dead. Whoops.
Oh crap, I forgot to have an eye, a bat visible. I am so sorry. I was swarming them all in at once. I missed one.
Yeah, I was wondering about Godfrey's hit.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want it to drag out any longer.
I'm so sorry. Alright, bonus there, Bronte.
I will give, no, that's it, end of turn.
Okay,
Pick them out with Yasuke. Who's running
that's A.
I'm running
Attack
Yasuke.
Rayrin with a bite because he's very mired in web. Hitting AC 19, he is below half health, so he does half damage of 4.
I thought nobody had webs on them anymore because it all burned up.
I'm an idiot. Good point. So everything still stands because it wouldn't have changed that.
Rayrin takes 4 piercing.
Yes. And then that's I attack Yasuke with a bite, hitting AC 12. I do believe
Fail.
that is a miss. It's top of round 3, Yasuke's turn. 2 targets nearby.
Great sword. You know what? No. Dagger to eye.
Take it to I, swing, and hit on AC 18, which is hit. Damage of 9 on I, which is probably dead.
Second attack, daggers
Which is
to
dead.
A.
Okay. And that is hitting AC 16, which is a hit. And damage of 9, which is probably dead on. Yep, that's dead.
And for his bonus action, let me make sure I have spell slots. Cast Hex on the Heart against Constitution.
Okay. And then I guess that's the end of his turn, unless he's moving.
Nope, that's it.
Move's turn.
So, I am very close to the edge right there, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I could close the door. Somebody else could also close the door. I gotta admit, I'm more curious than anything else. I would be more. There's no enemies other than the heart room right now, right?
You see no other hostile targets that you could shoot something at, really, except for this weird pulsing heart, which is hard to call an enemy because it hasn't done anything.
Okay, so I am going to. I would be more. Would I get a stability or a dexterity bonus? Not a bonus to my dexterity, but a bonus against the shaking if I get down on my knees and I'm on like all fours.
You feel that that is a possibility, but you're not 100% certain.
All right, then I'm just going to not even bother with that so I can stay agile. I am going to reach into my backpack and grab one of those little glowing. Remember those little glowing things we got from the chandelier?
Yes?
I am going to look over the edge. And how many of those do I have?
I think you have like 3 or 4.
You have like three or four. Um, do you think it's bright enough to like see, like in that darkness down there?
You would see it for certain. If it was right next to a wall, it would probably illuminate a few feet of wall, but they are not particularly bright. You're certainly not a flashlight.
Okay. I just drop it over the edge and watch it fall.
All right, you watch it fall down, dwindling, getting dimmer and dimmer. You do not lose sight of it, but it does not get to the bottom until it's now Crouton Tara's turn.
Hang on a second. One
Okay, I'm.
Sorry, wait a minute. Nip had something else. I'm sorry.
If that's okay, how we've established that the physics in this world works the same way,
You're trying to
right?
figure out
Not
how you.
really.
Yeah, like
Okay, there's not enough time for it to hit the bottom in your turn of doing it and having it be Crouton Turn's next turn. But by the time it gets around to you, you will definitely have a good estimate of how long it took to get down there.
okay, great. That's
All
what
right,
I'm looking
go
for.
Crouton.
Okay, I'm going to move to about here, and I'm going to drop onto the heart.
Fair enough. All right, you let go, and since you're quite sticky, you don't have to worry about falling off. You land on the heart, and you're there.
Okay, what is my assessment of the surface of the heart?
It is craggly, it is weird, it is an amalgamation of many different types of crystals, somehow of the same type, yet not all stuck together.
But it is like a rock, basically.
Seems to be.
Okay, no fleshy bits, no
Nope,
cracks.
no flesh.
Well,
A few cracks from where you've been hitting it.
that's okay. In that case,
Did not close the door.
one casting a thunder wave straight down.
Okay, go for it. The thing bucks beneath your feet, there's a bit of a shaking, and you manage to hold on without falling off, And any bonus action or anything
My
else?
1d8, and for my bonus action, I will shoot it with the cannon.
Okay. That is, I'm gonna have to sorry to say, a miss. It's a bit amazing. You're standing on this big thing shooting down, but it does have an AC.
Okay.
It's not prone. It's not, you can people screw up. Feels weird to do that to you, but I have to do it to you. Okay. Any homunculi or familiar things?
Nope. I
Okay.
consumed my bonus action.
All right, Samuel, your turn.
All right. So is the only thing we have right now is the heart, right?
I guess.
Question: if we were to go up to the top of the stairs right here, ish, how far up is the heart?
10 feet away from you, you're on the same level.
Okay. How far of a jump would it be for my elemental?
Pardon?
How would jumping to that distance work?
Can he jump 10 feet?
I don't know.
Me neither.
How would I figure that out?
Well,
AFK.
I'm sorry?
unless he says he's got some really good jumping abilities, you're basically be jumping from the stairs about here, trying to land on a crystal over here, 10 feet away.
Okay, never mind.
I'm going to say that's pretty darn hard for a walking creature like that.
Okay.
Guys, the easier way for us to all get over there is rope and H hand and Bayron's immovable rod. See what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone can get over there if we tie a rope to
Yeah.
the immovable rod. Send it out there with Mage Hand, locks it in there. Now we've got a rope running from the heart to the edge. Now we can all
Would we put
go across the road.
Would we put the immovable rod on the heart?
Oh?
No, we would put it on the floor here.
No, we would
Two.
put the immovable rod on the heart and then attach
Okay.
somehow. Yeah, we have two, so we could have croutons. Are you the one with the? You're the one with the immovable staff, right?
He does, but he's currently AFK.
FK?
AFK, but yes, he has that rod.
Okay. Yeah, so he does have that. So that would probably, that's one way to do it. We could also tie it to something in the room that is not movable. But somebody should shut the door. Brontide's right about that. It's just that I'm standing near the edge and I just wanted to see how deep that hole is. I want to go down in the hole. The hole is very interesting to me.
Okay. The door down here is still open?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you have Mage Hand, you can shut it for us.
I
The
do.
bats that say.
Alright, I do have mage hand. Yes.
I think we're still engaged in combat.
Yeah, that's
Or-
what I'm confused on, because are we still in combat?
Everybody- Yes, I'm calling you still in combat so we keep things in order.
Okay. I use mage
The
hand.
characters aren't necessarily aware of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to over.
I'll use mage hand to shut the door.
Okay.
Uncle Shane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just in case.
I think, yeah.
Better safe than sorry. Alright, so now does move right there. See, I don't want to hit the heart right now because I don't want to knock a crouton off. Any ideas, anyone?
What?
We're either leaving the heart alone or
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't decided whether it's going to be, if it's something that we're hurting and it's causing us damage. Maybe it's calling in all these enemies every time we frickin' hit it.
It doesn't seem every time, although it does seem to be shaking the walls. I'm curious what's downstairs. I'll
Well,
know.
we gotta go. I mean, there's only one way. It's down.
Right, any bonus or fire dude, Sam?
No, I don't think so. Think that'll
Alrighty.
end my turn.
Nedrash's turn.
So he will say, how are we gonna get downstairs? Are we gonna walk down the stairwell, or are we gonna... Hey, do you think that feather fall thing, anybody can jump into their arms and feather fall down? But you have an opinion on that?
One more time, can you say that one more time?
A couple people have feather fall.
Yeah.
Can we fall with them? Can we like
You have
lie on the deck
stairs.
and jump off the edge?
Well, there's that too, but
We have
also
the
featherfall.
stairs.
Yeah, there's stairs, but even if stairs are not ideal, featherfall. One casting of featherfall, at least my featherfall, one casting covers up to 5 falling creatures. I didn't catch that before. My apologies. So it catches. We can cover 5 falling creatures with one cast. Plus, it lasts for 1 minute, so that's 600 feet. Plus, have 3 more slots for it. I'm not going to be using the sky itself, and I might use silvery barbs.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of spells to
So-
use those slots with. So that's really 1,800 feet if we need it.
a lot of people are injured. Do we wanna rest here, or do we feel like this is not a good place to rest?
I say we rest somewhere, does not matter where.
Wanna rest at the bottom of this thing? We don't even know it's down there. You wanna rest up here?
There is a vampire at the bottom.
We might have nice stuff, but we don't even know where the bottom is. On my turn, I'll do my calculation.
Well, you saw your crystal fall, right?
Well, when it gets
In the
back to my
darkness?
turn, Andrew's gonna tell me how long it was falling, and it's accelerating at approximately 32 feet per second. I mean, it's gonna have terminal velocity or whatever, but I
So
mean,
Medrash's action will be to hold an action with Sacred Flame cantrip.
Okay.
And he will make his sword have a hold action. If it sees anything, it'll rush to attack.
Okay.
The end of his turn.
Nick, give me a dex save, please. As the walls rumble and the stairs quake.
Let's do the show.
19 on the die, 28.
Easily held on to.
I
Ricky Ren, your turn.
Dang you.
My turn.
And I'm feeling cheeky.
And maybe just to speed things up, I'm just gonna suspend combat, let you all decide what you wanna do and do it. Nothing really seems to be happening at the moment, other than the room shakes about every, what is that, 17, I can't do math in my head. 17 times 5 seconds.
17 times 5 would be 85.
Alright, so a little over a minute, this thing shakes and rumbles, and Nick has to give me a saving throw. So decide what you guys want to do, and talk as characters or in person, whatever you want.
Alright, I want to pop open the alchemist flask in acid mode and dump it into whatever looks like a convenient crack on the hearth.
You got it, and it starts, give me damage on what that acid does, if you can get some numbers for me.
Doesn't say.
I'm getting 2d6 acid damage.
For the full 8 ounces?
Yeah,
Okay, so 2d6.
give me a roll. hisses and sputters and damages some pieces of the crystal. What else are people doing?
Bronzehide is coming over to here and gonna start ritual casting Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay. So that's 10 minutes. So, right? 10 minutes to cast?
Uh, 11.
11. So in that time, Nip, you will need to have rolled 10 dex checks if you're going to stay by the edge.
Only staying by the edge long enough to watch my crystal fall.
Okay, and at this point it has, you estimate it's about 190 feet straight down.
Okay. When I, the 190 feet that I lost track of, or 190 feet to the bottom?
No, you could clearly see it ricochet and move as it hit the ground. You could definitely tell where it finished plummeting and started bouncing.
Awesome, and then I move away from the edge because I dumb, but I ain't that dumb.
Okay. So then again, the building shakes and everybody kind of holds on, Crouton having no difficulty.
I investigate these little slits where I think the axis hellbars came out.
On closer inspection, you could see they were just merely mounted to the wall, but years of neglect and dust and other, debris and fires and torch soot just basically make them masked into the wall.
Okay.
Does that one cool vampire have any good stuff on it?
It has an excellent set of clothing of superb quality, with a big hole in the chest.
I want to try to pound a wooden stake into the heart.
Okay, it's regular old wood you got off a tree. It's not seasoned. It was never fire hardened. You start pounding, it starts splintering. It is stone.
Okay, had to try.
It's a good effort.
Okay, I want to retrieve the rod.
We're gonna need Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay.
I want to raise it high above my head with both hands and ram it down as hard as I can, and mid-swing downwards activate the encumbrance feature so that when it slams down, it's 500 pounds.
I like it. Okay. Give me a second. I like that. Okay. Give me a 10d6 roll. Very situational here, just so you know, Crouton.
Okay, 10d6.
Okay, I like that. I lost the number. 34. You did some damage there. You knocked off some chunks. You feel like that hurt.
Okay, while he is ritual casting the tiny hut thing, I'm just gonna keep doing that until something happens.
Okay, well you got 10 minutes, so that's quite a few swings.
I am activating and deactivating encumbrance. So basically, while you are all standing around waiting for the ritual, you see Crouton Tar up on the gem. He has spent all of his spell slots. He has fired the cannon out, and now he is just standing up there, cussing in Gnomish, smacking the shit out of the gem.
Alright, give me another roll on that one.
Yeah, I'm invested now. I want to destroy this thing.
What a damage
Okay,
happened.
32. Man, I just lost the pins. So, the moment arrives. Crouton swings down for his second time, smashing the heart. And in slow motion, it begins to break up. For the briefest moment, he's standing on nothing, having that moment of cartoon disbelief as the world pulls out from underneath his feet. Crystal shards begin to fall down below. As they slowly fall and separate, their glow seems to cease. They just become dark pieces of red crystal.
Okay, as fast as I can, I activate the hold option on the staff.
Give me a dex roll to make sure you hold on to it in the changing of weight.
Alright, just regular dex? No
Just
saving
regular.
throw?
Well, I mean, if you have, acrobatics or something like that.
It's basically the same roll.
That's what I was guessing. Okay, well, easily you snatch that thing out of the air, quickly commanding it to its held position, and you dangle there, chinning up onto it, and get your arms around it with such a high roll. You're in no danger of falling out in the middle of the room, 100 and, excuse me, before plus 50, so 230 feet above the ground. As the crystals slowly descend, everybody is amazed to watch the light and color go out of them, almost as if the life has gone out of it. Which is strange to see for a rock.
So is it fully like pitch black dark right now?
Pretty much, unless you have dark vision.
All right.
Also, as it shatters, in an ear-piercing cry, it sounds as if someone has just been stabbed in the back, but the sound of this piteous wail comes from everywhere.
Just killed the heart of Barovia.
I don't think that seems a little too, like, up in a big, no.
That's it. The end of the campaign. Good job, Crouton Tar.
Crouton Tar yells out, let's see if he still has that dumb smirk on his face now. Okay, so, I mage hand a strand of rope from where I am out towards.
I love how you destroyed something without having any idea what it is.
Forgot about that.
It's a heart, vampires, something, something. It made sense.
I did cast Identify on it.
Oh wow.
I think you tried that early on and you got nothing.
We could have sleuth around a little bit as though there are clues in this thing. But we decided to go pure like.
Good choice.
I'm just moving bats out of the way so things are a little less messy here.
Alright, can I
In the meantime,
mage hand some rope out to Medrash or somebody strong to grab so that I can work my way back?
Quick question. My fire elemental, is there light coming off of him? And if so, how far does that light go?
I believe it is bright light to 15, dim to 30.
Okay.
Bright to 30, dim to 60.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so we can still pretty much see everything around right now.
Yeah, dim light out. Yeah, 60 covers pretty much everything.
All right. We got about
Crouton Tar yells, hey, somebody want to help me get down from here?
Use your,
You want to toss it over here
Grab the
to.
other end of the rope.
do you want to tie
Does anybody grab the rope?
If no one else will, I will.
All right, Sam walks up and grabs the rope from the mage hand. Now what?
We have another movable rod that we can tie the end to.
Here you
Yeah.
go. Now just stick it up.
Okay, Ray Red helps Samuel tie it up.
Okay, so I try to crawl across the rope to get back to the.
How with what? And are you leaving your other rod up there that it's tied to?
Yes, but I can recall the rod.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for you to say. All right, you easily shimmy down the rope, then you say the recall, and the rod comes back to you.
Perfect. Very nice. How much do we want to bet that there's like a swarm of vampires at the bottom of this place?
We know there's at least one.
And
With a very
Brooklyn
fancy cloak.
tiny hut is ready.
Yes.
Yay!
We have an option. We can take the short rest, or we can take a long rest. We have 8 hours.
I want to take a long rest because that's way more valuable for me.
Yeah, I've got like one spell slot left, so and half
Long
my
rest.
Have I noticed is the ground shaking anymore now that the heart's gone?
It was quite predictable in how often it shook. Those amongst you with a good time sense have noticed that time has since elapsed.
That was good job, Crouton. Thanks for
Say,
destroying that
see,
thing.
it was the right decision.
Huzzah!
Let's see. Last time that
But
was
now
the
here's a
right
fun
decision.
question.
Now with all the good stuff was gone.
Who said that? Who said what?
Well,
I think she was just screaming.
Sorry,
Okay.
because last time you made a decision like this, the town with all the goodies in it, all the fun goodies and the quest and everything included, was completely leveled under mud because he did something like this.
Okay, but there's only 2 more towns, and then once he's out of towns, what's he gonna do then? That's when we got him.
There's only one time we can ever play Curse of Strahd.
So you can play it again.
You can.
Yes, you can.
All right, so we're
But
taking
she
a
shuffles
long
things around.
rest right now.
But I had a question.
Sure.
If I'm now that I know how much damage that thing does, if I do that, encumber on the downswing maneuver, if I'm standing above a prone enemy, can I basically just crush them with that?
I did say that was a highly situational attack. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right, so we're
Don't
taking.
count on it because I'm giving you that one because it incredibly fit the moment, especially in the world of D&D and imagination.
Okay.
The heart didn't need to dodge, huh? It wasn't dodging any of the blows.
Negative. It does have an AC because people can make mistakes, but no, it made no action.
It shattered. That was an action.
Didn't choose to shatter.
Yeah, I don't know if death is an action.
So is
Just
it
take
a long rest? Is that what
Yes, please.
Agreed
I
to what
think
we're
the
gonna
long
attempt?
rest is exactly.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to take a long rest, DM, or are we
Yeah,
interrupted?
inside the hut, you can take a long rest. Does it last long enough to do so?
It's 8 hours.
Yeah, we've been
There you
taking
go.
long rests in it.
So we
I
did.
just didn't know if we got interrupted by
So-
a random encounter or something.
No,
So,
oddly
question.
enough, you have not.
How long has it been since the Heroes Feast now? What the heck?
It has not been 24 hours, I don't think.
This is your first long rest since the Hero's Feast, and you probably used up, let's say, 4 hours before that, so you're halfway there.
So long rest time, right?
Yep, everybody's
Okay.
long resting.
Question: every time I click click long rest, it resets my hit points to 24.
Are you unchecking the box for reset maximum hit points?
No.
You need to do that every single time.
So uncheck it and then take long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Andrew, just before I do long rest, I'm gonna animate dead on one of the vampires.
Okay.
The zombie now.
A zombie vampire?
Except it's just gonna be a zombie.
Ah.
I don't know if you can actually animate any undead. It's already dead. That's one of the things. I'm trying to find a humanoid.
Oh,
Spell creates choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid.
it's just medium or small humanoid. Alright.
That's all it says about its
Go to near the end of the stuff.
creature is under control for 24 hours, blah blah blah.
So never mind. Sorry.
It's kind of just
There's one of my animate things where I can't animate
I know,
something
it's
that's
not
already
animate
been done. So I just
It's not
wanted to check.
Alright,
Sorry.
sounds good. Okay, so your long rest is over, the hut is gone, you're standing in a group in this very dark area because the fire elemental has disappeared. Those of you without dark vision can't see much. It is still raining outside and very windy.
So I have dark vision, so I
I
just want to go wandering down the stairs.
I am actually going to
Me
cast
too.
a light cantrip right now.
Sorry, Sam, I missed that.
I'm gonna cast a light cantrip. That way we have a
You
little
got
bit
it.
of.
You can see well now.
It's how long? 20 feet. No, that's how. Yeah, a 20-foot sphere of light.
All right, sounds good.
And it's
Onside will take 10 minutes to ritual cast his familiar.
All right, you guys gonna hang around that long for that up here?
That's not 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes plus 1 hour.
Okay.
Are you guys wanting to take that time up here?
I mean, I'm okay with it if y'all are. Do we just want to pull guard until then?
Everybody else good with that?
I'm okay with that.
Sure, whatever.
All right, an hour passes, and strangely enough, nothing happens. And you get your bird back. All right, what's next, folks?
We want to go
You
downstairs?
go down or out?
Downstairs, I guess.
We didn't mean to hurt you.
Yes.
It's that dungeon master's fault.
You go down the steps. How are we doing it?
Down the steps, I guess.
Yeah, down the steps.
Down the steps.
I want to stay as close to the wall.
Me too.
Yes.
Away
Can we
from
know
the
those
edge.
monsters came from the heart? Those monsters may not have come from the heart.
They flew.
And the halberds came off the wall, the bats came through the door. One vampire came through the wall, and the rest dropped off the ceiling.
Yeah, I think we just killed something innocent. Good job, us.
Vampires wouldn't be protecting it if it was
I am
innocent.
pretty confident that nothing in this castle is innocent.
Alright? Besides, vampires wouldn't be
Someone
attacking
heading
us if
downstairs?
they weren't defending something.
Stairs.
Downstairs.
Alright, now I know you're hanging over the edge of space, it's just so that it keeps you in a group, but you begin to travel down the stairs. The description, I could read you again of what the stairways look like, but basically each circuit of the stairways takes you down about 50 feet. There are no windows, there is no ornamentation of the wall, there are no sources of light, whatsoever, except for that which filters down above from the doorway, which is, round about here. You continue down the stairs. It takes quite some time. You can now just about make out the floor below you, and you can see partially that sparkly gem that Nick put down there earlier, round about here or so.
Huh.
And it, oops. And as you come to the next landing, the next stairs down, you see a landing. There appears to be a opening going off this way. It looks like it's the outside because you can see quite a bit of rain here. This opening over here also seems to go outside as there's considerable amount of rain, and there's some sort of hallway down this way, and the stairs continue down.
Do we want to go all the way down?
I'd like to go all the way down.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I don't trust
Okay.
those suits of armor right there. Pretty sure they're possessed.
I want to reconjure my cannon.
Okay, your cannon is in your hand again. You continue again down another 50 feet flight of stairs. There seems to be some opening over here that also, wait a minute, no, wrong one. Okay, this just seems to be going off in this direction, a hallway of some kind.
We can't
I'm
see
gonna
it.
send my
Oh, did the map not come up?
Not for us.
All right, stand by and wait for things to load.
Who are those temporary hit points, did we?
Give me a second on movement there, Dave, because I have to read back and
Ouch.
make sure of something while we're waiting for people to load.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Just give a shout when you got it, and I'm reading.
We got it.
Oh, well, that was faster than expected. Okay, I gotta find 34 now. Okay, Medresh, as he walks past about here, notices a draft coming through the cracks in the wall. He thinks that's quite unusual since there haven't been any before.
All right, I head over there and I do that would be well, pumpkin assist if I do what would that be? Sleight of hand.
Yep,
Try a little
sleight of
more.
hand.
I run it with advantage if I have pumpkin assist me,
Yep,
and I also have bardic inspiration. So
No, it's gone.
oh, it's gone by
oh
now.
yeah, it's gone.
We
Okay.
long rested.
Can someone or
Guide you.
guide me? There we go.
Guidance.
26.
Okay, at that, you very easily are able to open a small hidden panel, and you see a set of a ladder going straight down into a strange triangular tunnel.
I'll send my familiar down.
The Todd's familiar goes all the way down, and once it's at the bottom, it can clearly see that there is an opening in the stone that is blocked by a mirror. But it's so caked with crud and dirt you can't actually see through it. It definitely looks like it was set up for spying.
You said this goes down?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm going to go down.
Yes, I'll go down too.
Me too.
Okay, the two of you quietly traverse the ladder. In front of you is a hole in the stone that's about 2 foot by 3 foot, and there's obviously a decorative mirror placed in front of it that you can not really see through due to its age and dirtiness.
Somebody got prestidigitation?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I do not.
Sam should.
Someone's got it. I remember someone saying they had it.
I don't have that.
What? John. Does Medresh have prestidigitation?
Brontide does.
I may have removed it. You gotta look at my character. I'm sorry.
You can't remove it. Also, I just looked at Brontide's character sheet, and she has it.
Do you mind coming downstairs with us and casting it on this mirror?
Aren't we all together?
Oh, we're in a little room.
Y'all didn't come with us.
I guess we stay with the group. Is how I'm planning it.
Yeah, come downstairs, Brontide. Trump, 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 Trump. You clean this
There's a
mirror?
plain enough room for two of you at the bottom of the ladder.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll climb back up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crouton climbs up, and I guess Brontide follows as he said he would. Now what?
Prestidigitation.
The mirror becomes clean, and you're able to peek out into a room. You see a set of wooden stairs, looks like they're going down, and some damaged furniture.
Does it look like we can get through this?
How big is the mirror?
The mirror is larger than the opening.
Smash it.
So Crouton yells down, smash it. What does Brontide and Nip do?
Nip tries to look at a way of opening it without smashing it because
Specifically, what do you do?
Is it like a door that's something that can open?
I'm rolling my thing.
What is it like a door or a secret like?
That's what I'm checking.
Because I could use knock to open it if it is.
And Bronte guidances me. Do I find anything around the mirror that like you can push through it? So 23.
No, but it doesn't seem to be actually attached. It just looks like a mirror that's just balanced on maybe legs or something that you can't quite see.
Okay, I try to move it.
It moves easily.
And can I get to the room?
Yeah, you slide through and the room is available to you.
Okay.
In the moment,
Tar slides down.
Dirt,
You don't have to constantly smash everything!
dirt-caked windows allow little light to enter this upstairs room. Broken bed frames and torn bits of mattress litter the floors. A tall, dusty wardrobe, roughly in the shape of a coffin, its black doors painted with fey creatures, stands between two cracked, full-length mirrors hanging on the south wall. Basically here and here.
Oh, more
A
mirrors.
staircase descends along the northern wall.
More hidden stairs.
Bronte just brought up they hate mirrors. I investigate these mirrors. Are they dirty again?
There's not a lot of mirror there to be dirty or clean.
And then what's out this window?
That is all the way back to the eastern courtyard. If you recall, this direction is basically where you were, where the giant cliff overlooking the windows were.
Okay.
This direction is the stables.
And do these windows open?
No, they're stained glass, very dirty, but you were able to clean one panel enough to see through.
Alright, I'm gonna send my familiar downstairs.
All right, give me a second.
When we're hanging out upstairs, I'm like, dude, for an artificer, really just smash things a whole.
What did I smash?
You wanted to smash the
So
mirror.
hard to just smashing the mirror?
I didn't smash the mirror yet.
You
Like,
wanted
how
to
could
though.
someone that's telling it to you just be like, smash it? Like,
Tar pulls the
everything
camera
that
out of
you
his bag, makes direct eye contact with Nip, and just smashes the mirror that we just pushed out of the way and flips her off.
And it makes a resounding
Nick
crash.
turns around and flicks him in the third eyeball.
Really?
Yeah, in the egg eye. Gently, not damage causing. Just irritating.
Be real specific, like you actually touched the eyeball.
She said she touched it.
That it splits and begins to leak down his forehead. Crouton, please take 6 psychic damage. And Ichor from it begins to cover his face and forehead.
You just got rid of his special ability.
I checked to see if I can still walk up walls.
You most certainly can still climb walls.
Okay.
Tar sticks his tongue out of Nip.
Throw up a little.
Alright, Crouton's familiar went down to the next floor down.
That is
Broken
normal.
furniture and torn cloth is strewn about this 20 by 40 foot room. The ceiling here is 40 feet high. Dim light comes from a pair of dirt-caked windows in the northeast corner. A narrow staircase with no railing ascends along the northern wall. There is a door here.
Do we want to go? Do we want to go through that door in this hidden room, or do we want to
Alright,
continue
then I
going down the
bring my
spiral?
familiar back up.
Okay, looks like they can't see as well, so we're gonna stand by and just let them get this now. Let me know when you got it, guys.
Got it.
Oh, you got it?
I see Mr. Pickles.
Okay, good. Alright, head back upstairs. Crouton's Mr. Pickles comes back up.
Alright, do we want to go down there, or do we want to keep going down the spiral staircase?
You know, there's a vampire with a fancy cloak at the bottom, probably.
More than likely, yes.
Maybe we should kill that vampire before we keep going and exploring.
Yeah, I think down.
Sharp rocks at the bottom? Most likely. Bring it on.
Well, I want to send my familiar over here just to take a peek.
Okay, pardon me. Send the familiar where? Oh, down here, sorry, okay. Give me a second so I can figure out where on the map we are. That would be. Sorry, folks, this map is complicated for you guys.
I will mention that.
This arched corridor has been swept clean. Oak paneling decorates the walls to a height of 4 feet. Mounted on the eastern wall above the wood paneling are 3 unlit oil lamps, spaced about 10 feet apart. The plain wooden door is set into the west wall, and a light seeps through its cracks. A staircase at the northern end of the west wall ascends into darkness. Whoops. Did I just screw up? Wait a minute.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the hallway we're looking at right now.
Ah, she Lorcus. That's the 12. Let's try 12. Oh, this map. Okay, pardon me. This is a 30-foot long hallway, all stone, 10-foot high ceiling. Tall, thin arrow slits look out over the courtyard. At the end, you can see some sort of battlement or room with arrow slits as well.
Alright, I'm gonna just walk it down.
There are webs all around.
I touch the webs with my spider.
You're able to detect no other movement.
Alright, just getting a little visibility.
This long, narrow corridor runs east to west. Cobwebs fill the hall, obstructing sight beyond a few feet. And then you find yourself in a high domed ceiling, capped with 30-foot wide octagonal room before you. Frescoes, faded with age, adorn the ceiling. Their images are impossible to make out. Tall, thin arrow slits look out over the courtyard.
Quick question. Whatever happened to our little guardian friend?
He's downstairs somewhere.
You can
Give
go
me a second
upstairs.
here. 22. The castle courtyard is visible through arrow slits in the walls. Each arrow slit is 2.5 feet tall, 4 inches wide.
Alright. I'll bring him back then.
Just want to tell the GM my Brontide's sun sword is out with the light up.
Okay.
And she's put her shield away and she is carrying the lantern of revealing.
Awesome. Alright, what's next, folks?
Go down.
Okay, going down one more floor. Excuse me for a moment. Wrong one. Okay, give me a second on the map. Hopefully it's loading for y'all. Oh, I'm one too high, aren't I? No, that's correct.
Is something supposed to be happening?
Yeah, my screen hasn't changed.
Welcome to Baffles. A mosaic floor adds a touch of color to an otherwise dark and cold empty tower that rises above you. A spiral staircase rises slowly into the darkness, hugging the outer wall. In the center of the room, another set of stairs leads down.
Should we have changed maps?
Yes. Oh, there you go. How's that?
Alright.
There we go.
That's fine.
So basically, the spiral staircase starts here, runs all the way up and around, and these stairs go down. You have a good idea of what's over here, but you don't see a path to it.
I moved down here and I searched the wall.
Okay, you give me a roll for it. As you do see a corridor going off this way.
Okay.
Are you rolling for that wall?
Yes, with the assistance of my homunculus.
Okay.
Where's Nip?
She got it. Here's another.
Dad. Dad.
You discover nothing.
Alright.
Andrew, where's Nip?
It's a phenomenally good question. Let's see.
She was in the room.
I left her in the room.
Really, it's scary. I'm going to talk to each other.
There you go. Sam's out, takes a long look down the corridor and sees many webs. It obscures vision considerably. You feel you can only see about maybe 5 or 6 feet in front of you.
I use my spider to see all of it.
Once your spider contacts some of the webs, he can detect no motion or movement of any kind.
Alright. I'll send them down.
This long, narrow corridor runs east to west. Cobwebs fill the hall, obstructing sight beyond a few feet.
Here.
A grand hall. A high dome ceiling capped with 30-foot wide octagonal room is before you. Frescoes faded with age adorn the ceiling,
Alright.
but their images are impossible to make out. Tall, thin arrow slits look out over the courtyard.
Okay.
I am lost. There it is. Get back. Phil's the same description. I should guess that. The castle's courtyard is visible through arrow slits in the walls. Heading down the stairs, are we?
I'm just on the little area here looking down for
Yep.
now.
I see that we've gotten kind of far away. Don't you guys want to go find the vampire that we lost with the nice cloak?
Maybe they went down this
We
way?
are where they would have landed.
Yeah.
So,
Are we? Oh, okay. I see now. I stepped away. I had to go to the bathroom. Right.
Yeah, these stairs go up the spiral area. Just go in that circle.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't, it's totally different it's well lit now, and I was in the bathroom and I did not see, I see now, but I didn't see because I missed the step because I was in the ladies.
How long has it been since we started going down?
8 hours plus whatever, plus another hour, plus 10 minutes, plus 10 minutes.
Not since we started the long rest, since we started walking down the steps.
About 40 minutes. It's a long walk.
Okay, so my light is almost out. I go ahead and
down, I guess.
I would move that zombie, but it's not attached to our group.
Oh, sorry, working on it.
You can stick it in. Yeah, thank you.
all right, and we go downstairs.
All right, this is a tight fit. So let's see if I can do this. Give me a moment on the map. I'm a little lost.
Alright, AFK.
Ooh.
Okay, you always want me to wait on Samuel on the description?
Yeah, might as well.
And I'm kind of sending my familiar down to scout out.
What spell did you have? That you were
I don't think I was concentrating on it. Was it concentration?
X.
Yeah.
You forgot to do.
Whatever, it's fine.
You better check your thunder.
I know.
I gotta do that.
Alright.
What are we up to, guys?
Waiting for Sam to come back. I didn't want to miss what's coming up and description and possible activities.
Impossible activities, impossible roll for
Sorry, you got
initiatives.
Alright, I'm back.
Alrighty. This dark passage runs for 20 feet, connecting to an archway to the west and ascending stone stairs to the east. To the north and south are some sort of alcoves.
Alrighty. I'm ready to fight some guys again. I'm back to 77.
Give me a moment for the last room.
Excuse me, sir.
This 30-foot square room is a shambles. Shattered furniture lies in heaps near the wall. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armor. Shields and swords jut from the walls as if driven into them by tremendous force. Two doors stand opposite one another in the center of the north wall and the south wall. Dark archway leads out through the eastern wall that you just came in through.
Everybody coming?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, which door do we want to go to? North or south?
Well, we know it's on the other end of the south one.
Okay.
Is this one locked?
You tell me, what are you doing specifically?
Check traps
Okay, give me a roll.
with help from my homunculus.
Alright.
She should be able to do it.
You got it.
Sorry, I'm doing something real quick because I have to change something. But no traps detected.
Alright.
Beautiful.
Then
Over there, I have a question about where I'm standing.
Do you want Ray Ray Zombie to like open doors and stuff? If there's any surprises.
Yeah.
Or literally just
Mage
mage hand.
hands.
yeah, okay, I'll try to mage hand open it.
Maybe step away for a minute.
Well, I'm here. you're opening the door?
With Mage Hand, yeah.
Let's get position.
I am going to hold action to cast Firebolt cantrip on anything hostile that enters.
You want to hold that.
Okay, see one time. See what happens.
The door opens, and you can see a rather well-dressed, pointy-eared man with dark hair, and it's very difficult to see his face as his nose is practically pressed to the book in front of him, and he is scribbling away with a quill. He does not react that you are opening the door.
Keep running into guys like this, don't we?
So, do we just want to jump him?
Don, how are you?
Oh, can I come closer? Can you give me the cursor for a second?
I mean, I could use web on him to stick him to the wall.
We say hello first?
Nib, how many times do we have to run into hostile things?
No, there was.
Yeah, there's not going to be any friendly NPCs in this place.
There could be. They're like the Lichy Lich. We just ran into a guy that was looking.
Yeah, but that was the Amber Temple.
I'm a little bit more charismatic than you, eyeball boy.
Hit him with the net.
Hi!
Oh, Nip says hi to the guy.
But we've readied actions out here for
Yeah, ready.
Firebolt.
In case something hostile happens.
When he looks up at you, you recognize him now, Nip. He is the chamberlain you met upstairs that led you to the dining room. He squints at you, seems annoyed.
Hi.
He looks back down at his book. He seems rather irritated.
What you reading?
From here, you can see it looks like a ledger that he's writing in.
Go over. Good evening. Is he duly represented?
Right, back up a little bit there. Excuse me, Yasuke. All right, at that, when you come fully into the room, everybody roll for initiative. Kusantar, over your shoulder and through the back window, hallway over here, you are absolutely positive that you see a very large shambling spider rushing towards you. Everybody roll for initiative. Kutan, roll with disadvantage.
Gosh.
Where is this?
Nip.
Why is he with disadvantage?
Because well, you have no idea. But yeah, tell me what your number is, Kutan, because I put in the first one.
Alright, I rolled a second time.
Okay, 18. So standing at 11.
Is there supposed to be an icon for the guy and the spider?
What spider? You didn't see a spider.
I thought you said there was a giant spider right here.
I saw a giant spider. The rest of you didn't.
Oh, okay. Is there
I
supposed
forgot the long rest, Yasuke. Give me a moment.
But is there supposed to be an icon for the guy in the desk?
Sorry, yes.
There we are.
It's just a straight.
Okay, Yasuke's got his long rest. And he has to roll for initiative because I need to do that, apparently. I forgot. 19, not bad.
Can use lucky.
Okay. Give me a minute here. This is all messed up.
Okay, you can use a lucky on any D10 or any D20 roll.
Okay. At that, there was a billowing cloud of mist to your left, right, Nip, that you couldn't make out. It coalesces into a vampire who, with inhuman speed, snaps forward until
Was I supposed to move back? And now I'm not hearing anything.
oh, I might not have keyed up. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so tired.
Here?
There was a cloud of vapor that you didn't notice kind of along the floor of that wall. It coalesced into a vampire, and with inhuman speed, it basically slammed you forward into the other wall against those weapons rack. You took 1d4 bludgeoning damage, which was 1 damage. It has its hand around your arm, and with the other one, oop, I gotta scroll down. It snaps out with its fingers in a piercing attack, hitting AC 22 and does 11 points of damage. And then it tries to bite you, doing AC 25, 7 points of piercing damage, and
I dodged the second attack, so that's reduced to 6.
then 12 necrotic, so that's also 6.
Is that a single?
That's a single
Wait,
attack. The bite was the single one.
Okay, so I dodged the bite, so what's half of what? Can you read off
It's
the score?
19 damage total.
So I take half of that, so I take 10 plus
Yeah.
the 4 from the first attack.
Yeah, plus the 1 from the bludgeoning from hitting the wall.
There's 1 from bludgeoning or 4?
1. It's a 1d4. Sorry, I said that out loud, that confused matters.
Okay, so 11 points of damage.
Alright. And it is now Nip's turn.
Can you unmute it?
Oh, and sorry, I was muted when as the vampire came through, he goes, "You, my master!" Not calling you his master, obviously there's a comma there somehow. Alright, Nip's turn.
Hang on a second, I just realized my hit points are messed up, and I think a lot of people's might. Shouldn't we still have the bonus from Hero's Feast? I lost it after my long rest.
Yes, you should.
There's no attack on it.
Click on max and add 5 max modifier 5.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure, I had that messed up. So folks should check if they.
Mine's all good to go.
I think mine's still modified.
So is Yasuke's. By hitting that checkbox, it seems to have saved it.
Yeah, one of mine saved and the other one didn't.
Yeah, so what was, it's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Oh shit, where's, I don't think we have an order yet, but I think we're gonna be ending in a second. So Pumpkin, who loves me, swoops in with a help action, also flanking. And I roll with my Moon Touch Rapier, as it is a vampire, advantage. 25 hit?
Very much.
Awesome. So, and Blooming Blade, so this is, first roll is 8.
Crossbow? Was that intended?
That was not intended, I'm sorry, my screen got blocked by, thing's not closing, there we go. It doesn't make a difference, it doesn't make a difference because it's the same
Okay, so 8 damage.
8 damage, a sneak attack, that's 18, so far 26 damage, plus Booming Blade, which is an additional 3 damage, so a 9 damage. fuck, vampire, fuck.
Okay.
Can you split up the movement of the familiar like that?
Yes. Because it's taking turns like we are, right? So it didn't she didn't use her entire move on her help action.
Yeah, but I thought they either had to go all before or all after.
Yeah, they have to go all before you or all after you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So it was a help action, not a flank. So it didn't matter whether or not she was there. That is correct. So she moved before I moved. That was my mistake. It wouldn't have any difference to the numbers simply because it was a help action that gave me advantage, not the flanking.
All right, I'll let it go this time, but we definitely got to watch that one. Yasuke, you're up.
Guitar.
What's the play, crew?
Oh, wait, crap, right. Poke my head through and dagger of many daggers.
Swing and hit AC 25. Damage of 9.
Second attack, same.
I forgot about the second attack. I should have rolled it. Hit AC 28. Damage 8.
Okay, and then I will just duck back around.
Okay. Rayrin, you're up. Unless bonus action for Yasuke.
Nope.
Alright, Rayrin, you're up. You got line of sight on nothing.
Give the initiative order, sorry.
Oh, sure. Nip, Yasuke, Rayrin, Samuel, Crouton, Nedresh, Bronte.
Can we get a damage bar on the vampire?
Oh, yes. Very
God.
much.
I just gotta get an initiative.
I am going to. You go first. Vampire, alright. What's that? Chat. 20 feet from my zombie.
Zombie.
Right. I'm gonna move my zombie up. Let's see, can I get into the door? No, it's 25. I'm just gonna be right here with my zombie. If it will stay some way. There we go. And then if I move over here, do I then have 10, 20? Is that line of sight on vampire?
Half cover, but yes.
Half cover. And then I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. If my thing will load.
Yes.
Second load. 25.
Hit.
Bam. Damage. 12.
Hit.
I'm gonna back up. I have 10 left. Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Not gonna send your zombie in?
I think that was as far as it could move, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it can move 5 more feet, but then it's gonna be blocking everyone in the doorway.
Alright, I didn't see it move.
You hear the Chamberlain cry out, "What did you do?" And Crouton sees him move about past the door.
What did you do?
Might be the vampires.
Samuel, you're up.
Alright, I am gonna move right here, and then I'm going to cast wall of fire right here along this line.
Okay.
That is a Dex 17. I don't know if I need to do anything for that or you do.
Yes, I do. Give me a moment. Oh, that ain't right. Give me a second here. I know. I know there's a way to do this. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying my darndest to get this to work, and I know I've done it.
No worries. You've been exceptionally patient with us.
Yes.
So,
Do you-
and this is, computers have demons.
What are you trying to do?
We're trying to rotate a token 90 degrees. And it won't rotate. I feel dumb.
Sorry.
I've done it. Fiddlesticks. Alright, well. Imagine that 90 degrees turn, for Pete's sakes, and we'll just keep going.
So
Okay.
you need the
So say it
dimensions.
again. So I guess explain what's happening.
So I casted Wall of Fire right along this line here. How tall is this room?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so the wall can be up to 20 feet tall, so it's 10 feet tall, as tall as the room, and it's going from wall to wall, and it's 1 foot thick. And then it says here that I can choose which side of the wall, so this side facing this way. Any creature within 5 feet of the wall. One side of the wall you select when cast deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side. The other side of the wall deals no damage. So do I go ahead and roll for damage on them, or?
Yeah, roll the damage, and I will do you said Dex?
Do I roll for both of them together, or do I roll 5d8 for each character?
Just give me one. Okay, 2 and 1. Okay. I was focusing too hard on trying to figure that out.
Alright, 23.
Okay, you definitely hear a scream from inside that room. Twice.
No, potion.
Wait, they failed their dexterity save, right?
They took damage, and you heard them yell.
Okay.
Bonus action?
Yum. No. There's a wall of fire right now. They have to burn themselves to get through. That is going to actually. Yeah, I'm going to step back 10 feet, and that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. And Crouton, your turn. However, I need you to roll a d20. And high numbers are good, low numbers are bad. We're going to split it right on 10. If it is below a 10, you must attack the threat that you see over here. Okay. There is a spider advancing quickly towards your party that you need to attack.
Cast Firebolt.
Alright. It passes right through it. Knowingly, you just barely miss. It must have gone between its legs, you think. Bonus action?
No. I might move back a little bit.
Alright. Medrush, his turn.
He's got pretty high passive perception. Does he see any spiders?
No, he's a bit curious about that himself.
Yeah, he saw him launch something over there and then. Okay. I think he will. Ready action. Got the wall.
Yep.
Guess you haven't implemented anything. Just ready action. With Sacred Flame.
Alrighty, anything else?
No.
Okay. Tide, your turn.
I will enter away and my sword. And I will ready action Eldritch Blast. Do I perceive anything else in the room or anything? Should I roll?
Not really.
Okay, ready to action Eldritch Blast.
Alright. You hear some more yelling and cursing about the flames as people seem to move out of them. It's too bad there's no fog of war for you guys, but that's alright.
You cannot see through this wall of flame, is that correct?
I don't know.
That is.
Can you?
It's 1 foot thick.
By perception. Does it say anything about wall of fire? Wall of fire, right? Wall is opaque and lasts for the duration.
Alright, so nobody can see nothing. Alright. How long does it last there, Sam?
1 minute.
Okay, Nip's turn.
Alright. So there's a wall of fire between me and the vampire.
Correct.
And can you shoot an arrow through a wall of fire?
Yeah.
Can I see?
But we can't see through it.
So I guess I'm holding action. Pumpkin and I are holding action until we see something that I can attack.
Alright. Yasuke.
Hold action with the daggers.
Alright, Rayrin.
Hold action with like Eldritch Blast.
Samuel.
I am going to.
Yeah, if you can make, I'm sorry, I didn't clarify the weapon, the crossbow. Is when I'm holding action.
I'm going to hold action for. I'm gonna hold action for. Bloody whatchamacallit.
Alright, Crouton?
That firebolt. Duh, man, I couldn't say
You
it.
got it.
Do I see anything?
A lot of flames.
Do I see a spider?
No.
Do we want to
In
use
your
this time
when
to
you
run
turn
away?
towards the flames, the spider seems to have hit itself.
I will hold action with firebolt, but no, I'll hold action with my cannon, and I'll say to everybody, does anyone else see a giant spider?
No giant spider.
Around.
Alright, Medrash.
Rush is holding action with. It'll continue to hold action with Sacred Flame.
Okay. And Godfrey looks around going, now what? He says, let's see, 6 words. What do we do now? And that is the start of the next round. After that round, you all feel confident that the vampires probably won't walk through the fire. You won't walk through the fire. You're not sure what to do for the next 9 rounds.
Keep in mind that the side of that they're on, the vampire and the guy, if every time they end their turn, they take 5d8 fire damage.
Only if they're in the fire.
If they're within 10 feet of the fire.
Right.
I think you can still do it.
Oh, can I?
So,
Is this kind of like free for now?
Yeah. She can hit. Use your area of effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit Sickening Radiance in there.
Do you have to
Do we
seize
want to
a
hit the
place?
Chamberlain? We haven't attacked us.
he works for Strahd.
He went in there in combat service.
Went in there and the vampire saw me and attacked me.
And he didn't stop to help you.
And then he screamed, "What have you done?"
And yeah, and then he has screamed, what have you done? But was he screaming? Actually, we can talk to them now, can we?
Yeah. You could probably
Oh,
yell
yeah.
at them.
Yeah, like, alright, so pass the
It's
Chamberlain.
Nip's turn.
I guess. Chamberlain, dude, what was that? That vampire your friend? Are you and Kay in there?
No response on your turn. Anything else?
I actually walk over here and I spread out a whole bunch of caltrops. Actually, I think that Pumpkin's holding on to the caltrops, so Pumpkin spreads out a good number of caltrops in front of the door. So when the fire
Alright.
goes down and they come through the door,
1 5-foot area in front of the door has caltraps. Yasuke's turn.
the magic
Hold action.
caltrop
Well, let me see.
slow them down. It's not gonna have a huge effect. But
No.
It's also 2 minutes to 9. How are we doing, Matthew?
I will need to cut it.
Alright.
Just maintain the hold action.
Alright, Rayren.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Crouton is now startled by a hand and body rushing through the wall just to his left. It appears to be the Chamberlain with some
What the?
singed and smoking clothes. Runs up to Crouton, brandishing, what is that? A scimitar. It's glowing. And he strikes out with it rapidly, once,
Does
Twice.
him appearing activate my hold action?
He moved so fast, he was right on top of Crouton. You will be able to do so after he does.
Okay.
3 rapid fire blows, almost faster than the eye can see. Ooh, an extra 20.
Can I
Hitting.
shield?
Yeah, you can fire off shield, you got it. Hitting AC 24, 26, and 30 on a natural 20.
Well,
Did you
pretty
beat the
sure all
24?
of those hit.
What?
I'm pretty sure all of those hit.
Okay. And they do 9. 9. 18 damage. 9, 9, 18 slashing damage.
On the last attack,
So 36.
I will cast,
3 barbs.
thank you, silvery barbs.
Okay, that makes me re-roll that last one.
Yes.
AC
Whose turn is it
3.
right now?
12. 3 plus 1. It is that guy's turn.
Okay.
Alright, and we will start off.
So what's my total damage now? Just 18?
9 plus 7 plus a miss. Yeah. And then silvery barbs on somebody. Grontai, why don't you decide that one now?
Alright, it was Medrush that used it.
Alright, since we have to stop right now, everybody write down your reaction. You'll all get to go next.
We were all holding actions.
Yeah, your hold action, that's what I mean. Write it down, message it, put it in chat or something.
Wait,
or put it
would
on...
my ready action have triggered?
Yes, but he was faster than you, but you still get to do it.
Okay, then I guess just my...
But we're not going to do it right now. Yeah, stop. But everybody try and make note of it somewhere.
I will. Do we all just want to send it in Discord?
Wherever you guys want. Type it up somewhere or write it down on a piece of paper so we don't forget. Alright, he's got the cannon. Yeah, Discord's a good spot because we don't chat here, so we'll all be remembering next week. And for those who are in a group, feel free to just put your name in front of it when you type it out or whatever works for you.
And then that string of letters that I typed out earlier and sent up there, that's the order we're going in.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Can you, yeah, can you type my...
Where's
my
this gone from?
What? I don't see a K.
I put C instead of K.
Ah. Godfrey also gets a hold action, but he only has a melee weapon. So,
It needs to be in the order also.
Oh, he's right after you, Brockheim, sorry.
So I can put mine in.
Alright, pretty good round, everybody. I enjoyed that very much. I'm glad I got the fire to work. That's kind of annoying. Apparently you have to convert it into a top-down object.
Ah.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry that the hunt battle was so tedious, but you guys did very, very well.
It was still
I
fun.
to see no deaths, but I thought there might be a few.
You
I
bet.
enjoyed being able to bring the bats in because you guys just left them roaming free. Yes, those were the bats from on the roof.
All right, everyone.